Hello, engineering students. If you haven't realized by now, yes, it is me, Mr. Cruz, the guy talking in the video lessons that you've been watching. So, if you haven't realized that, welcome to the video lessons. Hopefully, you've done 2, 3, 4 video lessons so far learning how to sketch. So, it's really important that you're listening to what I'm telling you to do. I want you to really learn those skills as thoroughly as possible so class becomes a little easier for you. And all you got to do is pay attention, pause and play the videos while you're watching them. And make sure you have the right tools, paper, pencil, rulers, whatever you need. Make sure you get it from me, and ask for help as needed. So let's jump into this next lesson. For this video lesson, we are going to learn how to draw a screwdriver. So have a sheet of paper ready. It could be graph paper or a blank sheet of paper. We're not going to be using the graph for this one. We're going to be drawing it more realistically and at an angle. You'll need a ruler, pencil, mechanical pencil. And we're going to start by angling our ruler. So like if this is the top right corner, we're going to angle it kind of like this. And we're going to draw, let me flip this over to the inside. We're going to draw about a 6-inch line. And this line, make sure it's not an object line. Make sure that it is a construction line, something that is easily erasable. Once you have that line, we've been practicing how to draw ellipses and ovals. So we're going to actually start by drawing an ellipse right in this area here. And this is going to be probably the most challenging part of this sketch so far, where we're going to draw kind of an ellipse like this, just like that. It's not at the middle, it's a little past the middle. And then we'll use our ruler. We want to keep it parallel to the line that we created. And at the end of the ellipse, sketch a nice, simple construction line. And then on the other side, repeat that so that it's nice and parallel. And then on the other side here, we're going to, again, line up with that first line that you made, bring it down just a little bit, and draw a construction line, and then do that again above it, and draw a construction line. So you can kind of already see the screwdriver shape taking its shape at the end here. So if you really want to get technical with the length of that, that's about 3 inches. We're going to then curve the end a little bit, like that. Extend that line. And then at the end here, we're going to put a point. Okay, now we can start adding some details here. So I'm actually going to start at the point, make those object lines. And we have sort of like a triangle shape going into the Phillips head part of the screwdrivers. Let me zoom in there so you can see that. Okay, again, a reminder, pause and play as needed. Okay, so hopefully you can see this nice. Our next step then is we're going to add a little bit of an arc right here between these two lines. And then we're going to go ahead and make these object lines. This line right here, oops, my pencil kind of snapped. I'm pressing a little too hard, and then repeat on the other side here. Just like that. And then we can erase that construction line. We don't need that. Erase the inside here. Zoom out a little bit so we can see the rest of the screwdriver. This ellipse here, we're going to go ahead and turn that into an object line. And then using these lines that we made, we're going to draw an object line that's about that long, like the size of the sleeve on the eraser part. The same on the other side. And then we're going to make an arc that matches this same curve here. And then about like the tip of your finger, we're gonna start like right here, not at the end, but like right around here. We're gonna go ahead and draw a nice object line and repeat the same on the opposite side. And then I don't really like this shape that I made, so I'm gonna actually try to match this curve here, but on this side. Just like so. And then this section right here, we're going to make an arc like that and like that. Okay, that'll give it more of a handle-like appearance. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we're going to get to a little bit of a challenging part here where we're going to offset this line. We're going to go inwards just like this, like right at the edge a little bit. Okay, we're going to come down a little bit and draw another line. Okay, you can use your ruler if you want. And then right in this section, we're going to draw like the letter C. Then we're going to do that again down here, but this time it's going to be a little bit wider. So here and here. And then again, letter C right at the end. Okay, and then we can add another arc here, another arc here. Okay, so if you're not caught up, take a moment to pause, catch up with what you see. You can always replay parts of the video lesson as well. Okay, if you are caught up, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna just erase some of my helping lines, my construction lines here, so that they're not visible anymore. And this sketch is almost done. I just need to add some basic hatching lines. Let's get rid of this line here. Okay, I want to add, just a little bit of a blending going on here because it is going to be darker there. And maybe a line here to emphasize that it's more round. So we're going to blend a little bit right at the end here. And then we can add, some hatching. Right here we can hatch. I'm going to do a little bit of a cross hatch here. Cross hatch here. Maybe add one singular line here to kind of give it more of a shape. And then right in this section, we're going to try to hatch some pretty close arcs. Just like that. And we're going to kind of extend that all throughout. So I'm hatching here and here. And then since this is kind of like an indent, we're going to hatch here kind of the opposite way. So the C shape is more of a C shape. Erase this line, almost forgot. This line here. Okay. And if you erase any of your object lines, obviously you can go ahead and add those back in. Okay, and there you have it. This is definitely a more technical type of drawing with more rigid edges, a little harder surfaces like plasticky and metal surfaces. So it might be a little challenging at the beginning, but do your best to follow along. Again, pause and play, rewind, ask questions. It is possible to do this on graph paper. You can like make it more horizontal if you wanted to and use your grid to kind of block out the sections like we've done before with other drawings. And don't forget to label label your sketch. This is a screwdriver. Screwdriver. Okay, with a Phillips head. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Phillips head is that pattern that you see at the tip. And then obviously handle. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, need help, please reach out. Otherwise, the video lesson should serve the purpose of teaching you the skills.